Changing patterns of leadership. Leadership too is taking different shapes, different directions in the 21st century. For one thing, today's leaders are finding it necessary to change their own behavior as organizations become flatter and employers are more empowered. Managers naturally find it less acceptable to use autocratic approach. Well, any autocratic approach to leadership may go into a destruction. Instead, many managers are becoming more democratic, functioning more as coaches than the bosses. Just as an athletic coach teaches athletes how to play and then steps back to let them take the field, so does the manager of the day. Trains and motivates the workers and then brings them to the office to work on their own. They don't back off, and the managers let them do their work with their supervision. Diversity too is affecting leadership processes. In earlier times, the leaders were white males who were somewhat older than the people they were supervising. Today, there are managers of all diversity. The minorities are no exceptions. Women are also in the field. So, we find diverse managers working in the organizations. Finally, leaders must also adopt more of a network mentality than a hierarchical one. As long as people worked in the same place at the same time, the organizational hierarchy had a clear vertical chain of command, lines of command, but now people work in different places, different times, and nevertheless they inject a team member on another. Thus, people need to get comfortable, and the leadership based on the expertise of an organizational position within an attract patronized to tie to a specific place or time. The leader of tomorrow then will need a different set of skills, different point of view than did the leaders of the yesterday. Well, we can have a case study of turning the side, and then we can move on to the other content of the discussion. Well, we can also discuss about the personal management that the managers do make. When we talk about the persons as managers, they've got their personal cult and then they have got their professional responsibilities. Since the managers are human beings and they are not robots, they are not to be taken as natural science treatment. They are no molecules or atoms, they are no elements or compounds, and we do not analyze them as we do in the case of natural science. They are human beings made of flesh and bones, and they've got their social interactions. The managers also have their needs, their dreams, very much on the patterns of the employees that they supervise. They have needs and they have dreams. The employees want to excel, so do the managers as well. Or if we use the word the subordinates want to excel, and so do the managers. Sometimes a policy that a manager applies may not bring fruit, but the same policy already applied somewhere had brought fruit, or the same policy that will be applied somewhere else in future will bring fruits. When we've got such a situation, we say that These policy also depend on the situation, the circumstances that they go through.